given, isn't it? Everybody hates squatters, especially property owners who suddenly find themselves turned into reluctant landlords. But as you're about to see, not all squatters are rotters. In fact, you could say that the bunch you're about to meet are a credit to the local community. 2 years ago, Greg Scott Gurner wandered into a derelict building that was littered with all the paraphernalia of routine drug use, not to mention infested with rats. Well, today, and to the delight of the building's owner and its neighbours, it's now a thriving home, a community centre, and a fantastic art gallery. Behold, a wondrous transformation.
We found the building sort of as I was walking past the last 2.5 years, and it was in a terrible state. It was so bad that I'd cross over the road, and avoid it. We don't really actually refer to ourselves as Scots anymore. We tend to say we're part of SCRAP, which is Sustainable Community Regeneration Art Projects. As a group, the arts organisation is a non-profit making organisation, and with that, any money raised goes into the project to buy cement, to buy wood and stuff that we can't recycle. We have a textile area with 2 industrial sewing machines, all recycled or donated. There's a recording studio, which is made virtually entirely from recycled materials, soundproofing and everything. That moves into the art film club. Again, the chairs that people are sitting on are what people have thrown away and stuff like that. So it's very makeshift. And then large exhibition areas. And any space that isn't being used can be used for an artist in residence to come in and do work.
I think really, with these places, if they leave them, they will get worse. And I think if people moved in and done more like they have here, it'd be fantastic.
It's been amazing. From the day we moved in, and there was friendly faces smiling through the broken glass, people felt better. I think we've lifted the spirit in this particular community.
Fantastic.
That is quite a squad, isn't it? Well, listen, Gregory Scott Gurner is here now with his fellow squatter, one of them, Douglas King Smith. Yeah, I was just thinking, you must be the only pair of squatters in the country to have double-barreled surnames. Somebody, the guy who came out and made that film today, said he thought you were kind of, what do they call them, trustafarians?
I think it's unlikely. There are thousands and thousands of squatters in the country, so it's sort of squatters have been misrepresented basically for a long time.
But are you homeless out of choice? I mean, because let's face it, you could afford to live somewhere, couldn't you? You could afford to pay for somewhere.
Not in London, not doing voluntary work, not wanting to turn around the debris of society.
And so how would you describe yourself? I mean, are you primarily artists, or...?
We're a very mixed bunch of people. We're sort of, primarily it's the art organisation and artists that are sort of developing it, but we've got teachers, Doug's an anthropologist and stuff like that.
Oh, yeah.
I love the fact that when he's now become, in a sense, your landlord, when the guy who owns the place finally came around looking for trouble, basically, walked in and you showed him what you'd already achieved. What did he call you? Comedy squatters?
Comic squatters.
Comic squatters, because you were
we had masks all on our face and we were cleaning up his rubbish, really. Yeah.
Tell us what it was like when you first came across it.
It was terrible. When we walked in, there was, heroin needles everywhere and evidence of all types of sort of drug abuse, muggings, etc. I think there was a midwife's handbag and all her sort of possessions that we tried to get back to her. And stuff like that, so it was quite shocking.
And you've done what you've done in a couple of years. Now you've brought it up to spec, as it were, brought it up to code. Is the guy who actually owns it, is he now going to turn around and say, thanks a lot, guys, I'll have it back now?
It's possible.
Right.
Hopefully he's watching, and he's definitely supporting what we're doing. So
what's in
with
it
this,
what's in it for him? What's in it for the owner of the property?
We're saving him a lot of money as far as sort of security.
Upkeep.
Yeah, this sort of type of thing is excellent security.
Right.
Instead of getting a dog or a security guard to stay there by themselves. On the rates as well, is a way in which that he's saving money.
All right.
Hopefully other landlords will see that this can work for regeneration all over the country. 400,000 empty homes. And probably one next door.
Sure.
Yeah.
And under current law, if he were to decide he wanted to sell up, and obviously he couldn't sell up with you there, he does have the right. The law's changed a lot since the 60s and 70s when squatting really began. He does have the right for you to be forced to go, doesn't he? In due course.
Yeah.
So you know that. So it's in everyone's interest for you to keep him sweet. So he lets you stay there.
It's been an interesting situation because he has just been sweet. Even though when we first met him and we had a proposal of the project ready written for him, he was still sort of saying saying that I'm a capitalist and I'm not a nice man, and he's sort of softened as he's realised we're doing very good work.
Congratulations.
Thank you very much.
Many congratulations. I think it's a fantastic achievement. But you make a habit of doing this, don't you? You've transformed several other spaces, haven't you?
There's been lots of projects around us and then further ones afield. We were involved in the Margate Rocks art exhibition down in Thanet, and we were actually asked to leave that because of having a nude modelling for people, so it's very contemporary art.
Believe it or not.
But also, locally we took over a post office that had been empty for 12 years, and that was really appreciated by the community.
Yeah.
Although the company owning it decided that they thought it would be better used as a pound shop.
All right.
So,
I think you must be the sweetest squatters I've ever met.
Sweetest got you a present, actually.
Oh, have you? Even sweeter.
This is made in the textile studio at the gallery. It's hand printed
by one of our
Not a real word on it, has it? Because we've not seen these yet.
Oh,
Oh, that's cool. That's really nice, actually.
They're
hope you enjoy
beautiful.
And the logo on the front is, we call it the Scrap logo, and what we would like to do is set up a charity called Scrap, which stands for Sustainable Community Regeneration Art Projects.
Right.
So other groups like us can form together and then work with landlords and councils to develop disused buildings.
Well,
Fantastic.
honestly, I take my hat off to you. Congratulations. Not that I wear a hat. But congratulations. Two really quick questions. One, is the moustache inspired by Salvador Dali?
During the beginning of the project, as an artist myself, I wanted to, induce energy of a great artist. So I chose Dali.
And two, the dog in the film. What's the name of the dog?
Jack.
Thank you.
Hi, Jack Russell.
We love you, everyone. Jack. All right, guys.
Well, it's called 149 to anybody who wants to go down there.
491.
Oh, I'm so sorry.
That's okay.
491.
Back in this on the corner.
Some old biddy on the corner.
Yeah. 491 in Leytonstone, where, of course, Jonathan Ross comes from, and also David Beckham.
That's right.
Yeah, that's right.
And since they moved out, the area's gone like that.
Thank you for having us.
Oh,
Great pleasure. Still to come tonight, how Big Brother businesses